Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to get into a topic that is so important for navigating this powerful time of life with real intention: building confidence habits after 40. Now, this isn't about trying to get back to your 20s. It's about forging a new, much deeper kind of self-assurance. So let's dive into what that actually looks like.
So, let me ask you this. Does confidence feel kind of different now in your 40s? It's a real question, isn't it? You'd think after everything we've been through, confidence would just be easy. But for so many of us, that self-assurance we might have had when we were younger can start to feel a little bit shaky. It's a whole new landscape, for sure. And this brings us to the absolute core idea we're talking about today. The goal is not to be fearless. I mean, who is, really? That's just not realistic. The real power, the game changer, is reframing confidence as resilience. It's all about our ability to bounce back, to adapt, and to take care of ourselves through all the curveballs life decides to throw. So what does this redefined confidence even look like? Well, midlife can often feel like a time of major reevaluation. But it is so crucial to see this not as some kind of crisis, but as a massive opportunity. It's a time to really look at where we are, what we want to change, and get genuinely excited about what's next, using all that wisdom we've earned to build a new kind of strength. Now, this idea of resilience, it isn't just some fluffy, feel-good concept. It actually has a real scientific foundation. Researchers have been digging into the specific psychological traits that help women not just get through, but actually thrive during the transitions of midlife. Let's take a look at what they uncovered. What's so fascinating here is that this is based on real research. A 2020 study looked at healthy women in their 40s and 50s, and they pinpointed this single, powerful resilience-associated factor. It's made up of a few key psychological pieces. The point is, this isn't just an abstract idea, it's something measurable that has a huge impact on our lives. So, what exactly makes up this resilience factor? Well, the study found it's a mix of 5 key things. You've got optimism, just having a positive outlook. Then, emotional stability, your ability to stay steady when things get rocky. Then, there's emotion regulation, which is the skill of actually managing your feelings instead of letting them manage you. Then a big one, self-compassion, treating yourself with the kindest you'd give a friend. And finally, self-esteem, that core belief in your own worth. Altogether, they're like a powerful toolkit for life. But before we can even really work on those traits, we have to start at the beginning: self-acceptance. This is the absolute cornerstone of the whole journey. It's about truly embracing all parts of yourself, imperfections and all. When you can do that, you're building your confidence on solid rock, not on sand. And this quote from Kate Holiday just nails the next step perfectly. Once you have that self-acceptance, you have to turn it into action. Confidence isn't just a thought process, it's a doing process. When you keep the promises you make to yourself, that's one of the fastest, most direct ways to build real, lasting self-assurance. Okay, so how do we actually build this resilience in our day-to-day busy lives? That brings us to the really practical stuff. Building confidence through small, consistent habits that literally fuel you from the inside out. You can think about it in 4 main buckets. You've got mindful nutrition and daily movement. Those are fundamental acts of self-care. Then you have centering practices, like meditation or journaling, which help quiet all the mental noise. And finally, a huge one, self-talk reframing, changing that internal narrator that shapes how we feel. Let's just look at a quick example of that self-talk pillar because it's so powerful. The way we talk to ourselves is everything. Think about it. We say things in our own heads we would never dream of saying to a friend. So instead of that automatic spiral into "I'm so stupid," we can consciously choose to reframe it. That simple shift to "I'm human, it happened," is just a massive act of self-compassion. Now, knowing what to do is great, but actually making it happen is the hard part, right? So here are a few tricks to make these habits stick. First, reduce friction. Make it super easy to do the thing. Then, try habit stacking. Tack your new habit onto something you already do every day. And please, start small. Most importantly, remember this is all about consistency, not perfection. If you miss a day, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we've worked on the internal stuff, the foundation, the daily habits. Now, let's talk about how that strong, resilient inner state starts showing up on the outside and how we carry ourselves and interact with the world. One of the most powerful ways to show your confidence is by setting personal boundaries. A boundary is basically just an invisible line you draw around your time, your energy, and your well-being. It is such a critical skill for protecting what's important to you and teaching people how to treat you. And you can set boundaries in so many areas of your life. It can be about your time, saying no to things you just don't have the bandwidth for. It can be emotional, protecting yourself from draining people. And it can be at work, making sure you have the space you need to actually do your job. Setting these limits is a profound act of self-respect. This whole idea also extends to how we physically present ourselves. Taking a little time to show up with intention, whether it's standing up straight or putting on an outfit that makes you feel amazing, that's not superficial stuff. It's a signal to yourself and to everyone else that you have pride in yourself. And that feeling carries over into everything else you do. And look, sometimes you just need a quick win, an instant boost. Here are 3 physical things you can do literally right now to feel more confident. Adjust your posture. Stand tall, pull your shoulders back. Adopt a power pose. Seriously, stand like a superhero for 1 minute. Or just practice some deep breathing to calm your nervous system. These tiny physical shifts can make a huge mental difference fast. So as we start to wrap this all up, let's really focus on the single most important takeaway from everything we've talked about. It's a mindset shift that honestly changes the whole game. I just love this quote. It gets right to the heart of it. We all think we need to feel confident before we can do the scary thing. But all the research shows it's the complete opposite. Confidence is the result of taking action. You do the thing and the confidence follows. It's the byproduct, not the prerequisite. So here's the bottom line. This is your own personal journey. It is not about reaching some state of perfect, flawless confidence. It's about progress. It's about being consistent, not perfect. It is about showing up for yourself with compassion and celebrating your own wins along the way. And that brings us right to our final thought. With all this in mind, the real question is, what now? What is one small, doable step you will take today to start doing the thing and building that amazing, resilient confidence for yourself? Thanks for joining me.